Hey there, I'm James. I play guitar in the band Friday Pilots Club. We're right here at House of Blues Chicago for our Chicago date of our tour, co-headlining with Circa Waves. And yeah, figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what I'm working with for this tour. So the guitar I use is a 60s Vintera Strat in Burgundy Mist from Fender. It's a made in Mexico, I believe. It's my favorite guitar. I've been playing this for some years now, and I use this, and then I have a backup Mustang that's a little bit like modded with some different pickups, but primarily I pretty much always use this guitar. I feel like it works the best for our set, sounds the most versatile. The guitar is all stock. I haven't changed anything about it since I got it, and I really pretty much always rock the middle pickup. I think it works really well in tandem with Sean's guitar. His guitar has a more mid-forward thing going, and he uses a lot of bridge pickup. So me, on the middle pickup, I feel like it kind of creates this nice hole for him to sit in the middle for his lead tones. And really, I think occasionally I'll roll the tone down, but pretty much I'm keeping it pretty standard and letting the pedals do all the heavy lifting for the bigger tone changes. But picks, I'm using the Ernie Ball .73s. And I play everything in E standard, and I do a lot of tuning with the quad cortex to avoid having to, do a lot of tuning and guitar switching. The strings I use are Ernie Ball heavy bottom skinny top. It's 10 to 52s. All right, and as I was saying, I use a Mustang, Fender Mustang as a backup. I don't pull this out super often, but when I do, it's always a pleasure to play it. I have a Seymour Duncan noiseless Strat pickup in the neck and a humbucker in the bridge. Yeah, super different than the Strat, also a really cool guitar. Always a pleasure when I get to bust it out. So for the past year, I've been on the quad cortex, and it has been amazing. I honestly have nothing bad to say about it. I've tried a few different options. I've tried the analog pedals with the amp. I tried Helix. Yeah, a bunch of different options, and I've found that this is just what works the best for me. It's really, really easy to make any adjustments you need. The tones sound great. I don't really do anything too crazy with uploading any like captures or anything. I'm pretty much using everything that just comes stock on the pedal. And yeah, for the amps, a lot of what I'm doing, we run everything in stereo. So I usually am running 2 different amps, just so even when I'm not using stereo effects, I can get a little bit of extra width and size to the sound. So usually I'm using a AC30 on one side and a Fender Twin on the other side. And yeah, sometimes I'll run this thing where I have like a dual channel where I'll have one amp and one signal chain here, and I use a gain plugin to mute and unmute which side I want to use, because I like to keep it to like one patch per song and just change the scenes. And I think the thing about the Pilots set is the songs are pretty varied, genre, tone, sound-wise. And so I think that's where, for us, using the digital boards really comes in handy, because we have so many drastic tone changes throughout the set that it's nice to be able to not be tap dancing all over the place and be able to just instantly switch to something that's really crazy different from what you were on previously. As far as the pedals that I use, again, it's super dependent on the songs. When I have I like to add a little bit of dimension to the patches, so when I have just even simple clean things, I'll add like a little bit of like stereo room reverb very subtly to kind of bring in a little bit of width. I'm big on like modulations, like choruses and stuff, even used really subtly. Like for instance, here's one where our song Never Say No, where we have a big section where it gets really kind of fuzzy and big. I'm actually modulating one side of the signal chain, so before I hit the amp on the right side, I have a little bit of a modulation going on here, just a Boss chorus emulation, so then just to give even more width and size. But yeah, as I said, it's really, really varied per track. And another good thing that we've been doing on the recent runs is I have me and Drew use MIDI switching to do all of our changes for us, which I think at first I was like a little uncertain on how I was going to feel about like not doing the actual like pushing of the buttons, but I think now that I'm used to it, I really like it. It's one less thing to worry about with, you know, the BGVs and, you know, just trying to put on a good show. You know, just kind of letting it do its thing. We sit in the room for a lot of time and, you know, mess with all this stuff ahead of time, and then just kind of, it's nice to not have to worry about it too much during the gig. Thank you so much for watching. You can keep up with Friday Pilots Club on our Instagram most easily at Friday Pilots Club. We post all types of updates. We're going to be working on some new music, so hopefully we'll have some stuff out for you soon. Or FridayPilotsClub.com. You can find our tour dates and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you.